I think this ACE has been noticeable in both the quantity and the quality of exchanges and investments that have been discussed, and the possibility for real job creation and economic prosperity in not only the United States as the host country, but all of the countries on the ACE. On exchanges, we've discussed smart cities and how city planners and administrators can try and figure out to decrease waste and to increase productivity, as well as seeing how the next generation of startups can function through incubation sites. On investments, we've seen countries become very engaged on figuring out where they fit inside the global value supply chain and where they can add value to all the countries throughout that supply chain, as well as seeing how we can also create these kind of public-private partnerships and these joint spaces that include commercial, academic, and other types of sites in them, and support the idea of public-private partnerships. I think that all participants benefit from the ACE because of the exchange of best practices that we all gain. We understand that every country has their own way of doing things, and we can all benefit from learning from those different ways of doing things. Beyond that, I think talking about specific issues like women's empowerment for the hemisphere are very important. We understand that no country can fully take advantage of their economic prosperity or reach those goals without taking advantage of 50% of the workforce. The discussions we've had on gender and competitiveness, talking about STEM education for women, is very important, as are the discussions that we've had talking about entrepreneurship and creative economies and how we can fully take advantage of all parts of the economy from the public and private sector, but also how we engage together those different sectors. Since the beginning of the ACE, we have looked to try and increase the inclusivity of this initiative. And that means every year we try and build on the different sectors and components of society that are represented on the ACE. This year we were very lucky because we were able to include entrepreneurs as a main focus of our participants. We've now included the public sector, the private sector, small business development centers, and entrepreneurs. Speaking of inclusivity, we also have to talk about gender equality and gender equity. In this way, we're very happy to see that every year the ACE has become more and more of a gender-balanced initiative. And this year we're very happy to see that it's become almost an equal participation between men and women for the first time in the history of the ACE. In addition to that, we've worked to ensure that there are women-female speakers on panels, and also that there's a special emphasis placed on entrepreneurs that are female from the region.